More than 100 people have been injured after violent clashes broke out between the Eritrean government supporters celebrating an Eritrea Day event and opponents of President Isaias Afwerki in Israel's financial capital city of Tel Aviv on Saturday. Clashes broke out during a pro-regime event organized by the Eritrean embassy outside a South Tel Aviv venue to mark Revolution Day on September 1. The day commemorates the start of the Eritrean War of Independence against Ethiopia in 1961. Among those hurt were 30 police officers and 3 protesters hit by police fire. Eritreans from both sides faced off with construction lumber, pieces of metal, rocks and at least one axe tearing through a neighborhood of South Tel Aviv where many asylum seekers live. Protesters smashed shop windows and police cars and blood spatter was seen on sidewalks. One government supporter was lying in a puddle of blood in a children's playground. Israeli police in riot gear shot tear gas, stun grenades and live rounds while officers on horseback tried to control the protesters who broke through barricades and hurled chunks of rocks at the police. The police said that the officers resorted to live fire when they felt their lives were in danger. So, what happened in Tel Aviv? Israeli police fired stun grenades to break up the clashes, while some protesters hurled stones at police and set fire to trash bins. This was after hundreds of anti-government Eritreans stormed the venue to prevent the event from taking place. The Israeli police also declared the gathering an illegal demonstration and ordered the street to be emptied. However, protesters hurled rocks and wooden planks at officers who used riot dispersal means to clear Eritreans, some of whom vandalized shops in the area. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he would convene a meeting Sunday to discuss steps against those who participated in the clashes, including deportations. A statement by his office referred to them as illegal infiltrators. The clashes came as Eritrean government supporters marked the 30th anniversary of the current ruler's rise to power. The event was held near the Eritrean embassy in South Tel Aviv. Eritrea has one of the world's worst human rights records. Asylum seekers in Israel and elsewhere say they fear death if they would return. Police said Eritrean government supporters and opponents had received permission for separate events Saturday and had promised to stay away from each other. At some point, the promises were broken. President Isaias' government, which has ruled Eritrea since it gained independence in 1993, has been condemned by human rights groups for being highly repressive, while the country also remains under sanctions from both the US and the UK for alleged abuses. According to reports, Eritrea is one of the world's most isolated states and sits near the bottom of global rankings for press freedom, human rights, civil liberties and economic development. As per data from ASAF, an organization that aids refugees, around 25,500 Eritrean asylum seekers currently live in Israel.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.